Hey guys, Sandy here, and it is October, and this was my September kit. As you can see, I did not kill it. I did one 12 by 12 layout and one 6 by 12 layout, and that is all I did with my Disney kit. And even though I said my goal wasn't to kill this kit, it was to kill the photos, even after I got rid of the duplicates, I still have a stack of photos. So for October, I'm going to actually do what I set out to do and use my kit to scrapbook my photos. Because that's what you should do. Now, I have these 2 sheets of Echo Park paper, and as you can see, they're the same sheet, but as you can also see, the striping does not exactly match up. I'm just going to go with it. And say that it's okay, that it doesn't exactly match up, but it is driving me a little bit crazy. I'm doing a double page, yay! So I've got these PhotoPass photos of us standing in front of icons, and of course, sorry, the castle's got to go first. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this kit and make some magic happen. So let's see what I can do. Well, I decided to go with this paper, and this is from Creative Memories, and it is called Imagine, and it is not a Disney paper. I want to make that clear. It is a Disney-inspired paper, just like the Echo Park and Simple Stories lines are. And Creative Memories and Disney in the past have had licensed papers and stickers and stuff, but this is not one of them. This is just their nod to Disney. Although I'm not even think they like you saying that. It's the Imagine collection. Whatever. Okay, so now I don't know why I didn't just cut a hunk of paper and lay it down. I don't know why I went ahead and cut the strips. I really don't know. It's not like I wanted to save that paper for any particular reason. It just, for some reason, that's what I did. Normally I would have just cut off the hunk of paper and made that happen. Unless it's been a couple days since I did that. Unless I don't have a second sheet of that paper. That might be why I didn't have a thick enough piece, because these are 4x6 photos, and yeah, that must be the reason why. Okay, mystery solved. Now we can move on. I bet you guys did not know we were solving mysteries today during this layout, did you? Well, wonders never cease. Miraculous things can happen when you're scrapbooking. Now, these photos are a good mixture of photos of us. They're all PhotoPass photos, and they're kind of in front of icons. So like Haunted Mansion, and of course the castle, and all that good stuff. Now, as you can see, some of these, our legs are cut off, and some of these, it's more like close up, and they're just kind of all over the place. And the way I'm going to combat that, especially this one over here where I'm creating the title of Family Magic, there is a big gap, there's a big empty space right there of street. So what I'm going to do is create my title there so it fills in that space a little bit, and it's less of an awkward spacing on the photos. At least I think it's less of an awkward spacing. Hopefully you guys do as well, but it just kind of fills in that little space. And I don't forget the little dot for the eye. That makes me ridiculously happy, because sometimes I forget the little dots for the eyes, and just remembering it in that moment was like, yes, that's a win. That's a W for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those stickers away. I have my title down now. I have these 2 little weird parts sticking out from that photo of us next to the castle, and I know I've got to do something with that. But of course, do I do something with that? No, not right away, because I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So I go and do something else, which is what I do. Like, that's my thing. Creating a layout, I don't know where to go or how to finish a direction I'm going in some place, so I just move on to another one. And it works for me. So I don't get too like tied up in the moment, and I just go for it. Now, here I'm pulling out some die cuts, and these are a mixture. So I'm mixing lines, these Disney-inspired lines. So obviously I have some of the Creative Memories. I also have some of the Echo Park, and I also have some of the Simple Stories. Now, the Simple Stories has Say Cheese 1, 2, and 3. Echo Park has Wish Upon a Star. Let's flip through, and I can probably grab some of these papers that I have. Magical Adventure. And then there is another one. What was the other one called? It's not Magical Adventure. Every piece of paper that has a branding strip that I'm pulling out says Magical Adventure on it. Wish I knew what it was. All I know is it's not Magical Adventure. And so my sticker sheet that I pulled out has Magical Adventure. All the sticker sheets I have Magical Adventure. If anybody knows what the other one is, can you just drop it down in the comments below? Because it's kind of driving me crazy now. I'm literally flipping through all of my Echo Park paper that I still have. Oh, Magic and Wonder. Magic and Wonder. Yes. Okay. So while I've been flipping through papers trying to figure out what the name of that collection is, you've been watching me build this cluster up here. And one of my favorite things to do in scrapbooking, who am I kidding? I love it all, but I really just enjoy building clusters and finding places to stick stuff and have things nestle and have things layer and just putting it together kind of like a puzzle. I just love it. Just absolutely love it. So that's what I did up there. I've got this great cluster. It's got a typewriter on it. Not really sure what a typewriter has to do with anything Disney. I really have no idea. Although it does say Once Upon a Time at the Most Magical Place on Earth. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut out one of these squares, and it's going to be this it's almost like a Polaroid square. Very similar, but not exactly it. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that little sucker off. And I'm going to do something fun with it. I'm going to put some glitter on here. Now this was a challenge for the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group. And the challenge was use glitter. And I had intended on using a whole bunch of glitter. However, that did not really happen. Now, as you can see, I've pulled out my purpur tape, and yes, that is purpur and not purple, in case you thought I could not pronounce purple. I definitely can, but this is a purpur tape. So I'm just going to go ahead and mask off all of the white so that my castle stencil is just going to go on the black part of the paper. I'm just going to find a good place for that, and then I'm going to tape it down a little bit more with some purpur tape. And I'm going to grab some of this Glitter Kiss stuff. So this stuff is so fun, like so fun. It's kind of a thin glitter paste is basically what it is. And I don't really apply it that well on this paper. I'm using the sponge dauber thing that comes with it. And I just haven't mastered the sponge dauber technique yet. I'm much better with a gift card or a palette knife, and I should have pulled out a gift card or a palette knife because I'm just better with it, and you'll see why. So I'm just making sure that I'm getting the glitter everywhere, and because see how I'm like kind of smushing it into the stencil? That's a no-no. I should not have done that, because as you can see, when I pull my stencil back, I have that glitter halo around the castles. And that's because I really got under the stencil instead of just kind of, and there I'm staring at it right now going, I can't believe I screwed this up so bad. But, you know, it is what it is. So I'm pulling off the purple tape, and as you can see, the purple tape pulls off beautifully. Like, it doesn't stick, it's not ripping my paper or anything like that. So that's a fantastic thing. I'm gonna go clean off that stencil, and you know what? I would bet you $5 I did not take this out of... I didn't. Okay, I'm going to stop here and cut some of this out because it takes me a minute to clean it up. And there we go. Cut out the rest of that mess where it's just you staring at that little castle thing for a good long time while I'm cleaning up my stencil and straightening up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that guy down there. The glitter kiss is not completely dry. But you know what? I'm an impatient fart and I couldn't wait any longer. Now I've already decided, since I already have one of these frames over on the right hand side of the layout, I might as well just keep on going with the whole frame thing and make that happen over here. And I am layering up the same kind of things, the same kind of, like, I have a big die cut, I have a frame, I have a circle. I'm just looking for little pieces in my kit to really just make it something that looks fun and cool. And it's a matter of figuring out where I want the things to go. Now this is a tag, but I cut off the tag and just adhered that right there, so you're not really seeing the little tag hole anymore. Which is something that I've wanted to tell my friend Scrapping Amy. She has a thing for tags, like I have a thing for butterflies, and I just want to tell her, like, cut them off. Cut off the little part that makes it a tag and you got a rectangle. Girl, you can work with rectangles. I'm telling you. Okay, so again, brought another frame in because you know what? I've got 2 already. What's another one? Definitely have 3 distinct clusters here, so it's not like I'm adding rando stuff. Now, putting that sticker down that says magic. So I gotta say, sometimes now, it drives me crazy with the words like smile and hello and today, even though I use them on my scrapbook pages, even though I definitely use them on my scrapbook pages. But on Disney pages, words like magic and wonder and fun and smile and memories and fabulous and perfect and best day ever and all of those kind of things, I love them on Disney pages. I'm like, make more, manufacture more. I need more to put on my Disney pages. I don't know what it is. Do you guys have things like that where on some of your scrapbook pages you're like, yeah, I do it. It's not my favorite, but I do it. But then on other scrapbook pages you're like, dude, give me all of them. Give me all the magical words. Give me all the Disney-esque words because I will use them. I swear I will use them. Now, that chipboard needed a little bit more adhesive, and I haven't determined it yet because I haven't used a lot of the chipboard from that Echo Park Wish Upon a Star chipboard paper. Or chipboard stickers. But I'm not sure if they're going the way of American Craft stickers, where, girls, you know you're going to be adding more adhesive to those suckers, or if it's because I handled it so much and it got like a lot of my oils from my hand on it before I actually stuck it down. And that could be it. I haven't really decided. So I'll figure that out soon because the plan is to use just about everything on that chipboard sheet during this month, and October is what, a third of the way finished already? So I just really need to get these Disney layouts done. So here I am, building up more layers, building up more clusters, because like I said, one of my favorite things to do. Now, originally I was just going to put the date there. But then I realized that these photos were not all on the same day. We didn't have wardrobe changes during the middle of the day. They were definitely different days. And this trip was a lot of fun because we had themed shirts. So they weren't all matching, but one day we Disney bounded, or the kids Disney bound it, and we just wore like shirts. And one day we did Marvel, and one day we did rides, and it was just like a lot of fun. And by rides, I mean like my son wore a shirt that said, "If you can read this, thank the Phoenicians." And my husband wore a shirt with the People Mover, and I wore a shirt with Space Mountain. And one of my daughters wore a shirt with Jungle Cruise. And one of them, I'm blanking on the other shirt. What was the other shirt?
What was my shirt?
She doesn't even remember her shirt. Okay, we will figure it out. Let me see if I can look really close on this photo. Whoops, just kicked my microphone. And see what it is. Oh, Star Tours. She had a Star Tours shirt. So I'm looking at the photo and they all remember at the same time. It's like we share a Disney brain. Okay, so I'm just adding a couple more words because you can never have too many words. I won't go and wax poetic on that anymore because I've already expounded upon that plenty for you guys. But I'm just doing some stickers and some words and just really making like some decorative choices here. I usually go a little bit lower with my embellishments on a 2-page layout. They're usually bigger embellishments, but less of them. And I just wanted to add a little bit more to this sheet, this layout, because more is more sometimes, as the good Chamel says. And sometimes less is more, and sometimes it's just a matter of playing with the products until you're done. Until you don't think you can nestle anything in, until you don't think your clusters can be any more. But you know what? They do. They get to be a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and add this cloud. And then that's going to be it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.